Hi guys, have you ever wondered what Colombo looked like in the past and the rich history behind Colombo? Well, we are here at the Colombo Lighthouse, Gorbak, to witness a panel discussion on the topic Colombo Under Our Feet, organized by the Ceylon Society of Australia Colombo chapter. The Ceylon Society of Australia Colombo chapter is an enthusiastic conclave dedicated to pursuing the rich history of our island. And with that, let's dive into Colombo Under Our Feet. Hi guys, I'm here with Mr. Ananda Nanayakara. Mr. Ananda, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I was listening to the entire program. Honestly, it's very interesting. And I just want to ask you, I know the field of archaeology is very interesting, but it's also very underrated. I feel like it's not spoken about as much, especially here in Sri Lanka. So what would your advice be to all these young, aspiring archaeologists out there?
Well, there are forums that you can engage with. In fact, Sri Lanka obviously has a very rich heritage from the colonial past as well as beyond. And there's a lot of little alleyways, little niches in history that have not been properly studied. So there is an opportunity to engage in these things. The material is there, and we need young, fresh look to be brought upon some of these issues. So I would encourage them to come and participate. Here, this is the Ceylon Society of Australia, the Colombo chapter, and this was our first meeting for 2025, and we took an interesting subject, which is the heritage that we are standing on. Little known and very important, because there's a chance with development proceeding at a very fast pace that it would disappear fast. So come, get engaged, and there's a lot of opportunity for you all to learn as well as contribute to Sri Lanka's history and archaeology, certainly.
Hi guys, I'm here with Admiral Y.N. Jayaratna. How are you doing, sir?
Thank you very much.
So the question I wanted to ask you was, I was listening to the panel discussion today and I was really interested in it. And I think there's a lot of young archaeologists out there who really want to pursue archaeology, but they don't know where to start and they don't have the inspiration. So what would you tell them?
Well, the archaeology, it's a specific subject you need to study, but all need to not to be pursuing it, because it is everybody's job to know something about your heritage, something about your history. So this whole program was designed for that purpose. What is Colombo under our feet? So there's so much of history, heritage underneath. So stimulate that thinking and passion to learn these things was the whole idea of our event today. So from that you can pick up. And whether you want to be an archaeologist as your career, it's well and good. There's so much of avenues available, so much of ways and means that available. So it's part of the nation's requirement. The nation requires. This is an island nation. This island nation inherits so much of heritage. So I would say the scope is really high. And I encourage the youngsters to study it. And I encourage youngsters, whether it is male, female, to engage, pursue this history. And I'm sure there are many ways of pursuing this career.
Hi guys, I'm here with Mr. Chamika. Mr. Chamika, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
I was listening to the panel discussion and I heard you talking about tunnels in Colombo. So would you be able to elaborate a little bit more on it for us?
Yes, today actually was a historic day where we were discussing about the tunnel which we found in Colombo Fort. So it was actually found about 5 years ago, but today was the day we actually discussed and told the people. So apart talking about tunnels, actually these tunnels are mostly military constructions, and there are tunnels in Sri Lanka. So what we discussed today is Rear Admiral Vayan Jayaratne is the person who found it, and it is actually in Colombo Fort. This one tunnel, and also there are tunnels. The best tunnel which you can go is in Bentota, in a temple. This tunnel is about 20 feet, 20 meters long, right? And that tunnel has been made in the same period where they made Kotte tunnels. In Kotte also, we Mr. Prasad Fonseca have done a research, and they have actually found there is evidence that there is a tunnel in Kotte. And further, I have also done research, and there is photographic evidence taken in 1963 that they have found this tunnel, and then they have closed it. So if we can use the new technology, we should be able to find tunnels. And also there are a few tunnels in Kandy as well. So I think the archaeological department will have to take the lead and find them.
Hi guys, I'm with Mr. Krishan, and just like Mr. Ananda said, it is really important for us to study the archaeology behind Colombo, since due to the very developing progress that is happening in Colombo, we will not be seeing most of these things that we just discussed today at the program. So how do you see that as an important factor today?
Yeah, thank you. So regarding the archaeology of the fort especially, so my main interest was on the rampart of the fort, and even now unfortunately most of the sections are within restricted areas. So most of them are inside the Navy headquarters here, inside the Colombo port, and so the public can actually see just three places: the Maritime Museum and the Deaf Gate, and actually just two. So like that, of course it's important to have these because it's part of the story of Colombo, because we call here Colombo Fort or Kotua in Sinhala, and yet there is nothing to say for that in its namesake. So of course it should come with a comprehensive development plan of the city where you get the tourism also involved, yet you have that living character in the city. So there's so much of other commercial buildings that have heritage value, so it's important to integrate all of these to preserve the narrative of the city, because of course we always have a place from where we originate. So if we don't know where we originate from or don't have anything to show of that, there's no meaning in a place. So it's always important to have that tangible aspect.